Ah, open hair day today. Jesus, that looks bad. But you know, after some styling and profiling, it works all better. Morning people, welcome back to another crate. Hope you guys are all good. Today's review is going to be a lot shorter, at least I hope so, than Gambit. Today we're going back retro. Today we are checking out new Age Toys Scaramanga Soundwave. And he's cool, and he's oh so cute.
Soundwave superior.
Oh, of course you are. I mean, where else has that voice got to go, you know? So, yeah, he's a great dude. Everybody knows Soundwave, you know, Transformers people, Generation 1, Soundwave superior, Constructicons inferior, and all that stuff. And he comes with a fair bit. Beautiful materials, great paint. And I would say, without any further ado, you know I like Newage, but this guy actually has some small problems. I gotta put these panels back, and I always tend to forget these panels. I'm gonna show you in a little bit, but otherwise he's cool. Like I said, few weaknesses but not too many. Very, very sturdy effort on Newage Toys side as always. I mean, to me they're killing Magic Square. Not that Magic Square looks like a KO in comparison, but I don't know. The lighter blue and everything makes their effort just slightly toyish looking, you know, and this is just way more premium. So, yeah, a lot to look over. I mean, it's a Legend, it's still small, but still. So, yeah. So here we got it all, but you know how I like to do it. Packaging first, and it's beautiful. Very, very retro, nice retro Soundwave art on the front. First we crack the shell, then we crack the nuts inside. Very nice circuits here, and a real gear legendary heroes. Okay, Scaramanga Age number 21 communications on the side, bought in alternate mode with logo and everything. Some graphics, same on the other side, and on the back one picture of their photo shoot. I think they could use more of that, but at least this is there. Warning, yeah, cautionary messages, and below some art, and on the top the same thing. Inside clamshell, very safe. Part of the packaging is also this tiny bag, which is weird because you would think for one accessory you would actually get batteries with them, which is this little box. You screw that, you unscrew those bolts and put the battery in there, and it's in here together with this, I don't know, sonic boom box blaster thingy effect that comes over his hand, but it's not even coming with batteries. So I don't know why they put this in here. Usually they do it if there are batteries in there, but they don't get batteries with that. So this accessory comes inside his robot mode, and you have these little tape like logos and everything. See that here? You got that on there, so you usually put that, you're supposed to put that in here, close this down, then you have this, and this lights up. But you're supposed to put some LR627 batteries in there. It's not worth it, take my word for it. I think it's wasted. They should have given you another tape or anything. So yeah. Next up we got 4 additional hands. We got 2 straightened out hands, like posing hands. Weird, I don't know. I never know what to call these hands. Anyway, they're on ball packs, and same for this. This is of course the open my tape deck hand, and this is the whole just index finger kind of like operation, obliteration or anything hand, you know. So these are operated on ball packs, and you put them in here via this ball pack. It's open on the back side. You get them out, like you pull them out. It's a little rough to be done. And take my word for it, do it like this, because otherwise you will always slip. So pushed in there from the top works the best here. Here you see the other hands, all done the same way. You see the sculpting on here, and these of course for holding guns. Talking about guns, we got his 2 battery packs, aka guns. One can of course come on the shoulder, we'll get to that in a bit, but both extend It's a little tighter tolerance, and due to the small size, it's a little rough, but it works. And with the little tip, how should we getting a hold of this? Sorry. You put this in here, and then you got his blaster. And of course, you put his blaster inside his hand here, so that is no problem. And his kind of battery pack rocket launcher comes on the shoulder. It's a little far forward for my taste, but it looks good. Beautiful blue paint as on Soundwave, and red paint on here, same on the other one, and some additional gunmetal here also, or even silver. Somewhere between gunmetal and silver, but works just fine and gives you the full completed Soundwave look. Finally, we got this, I don't know what to call it. Comments tell me what this thing is called. I don't know. It's rough to actually get my my fingers now on the PC and search for it. So boombox, Soundwave, kind of sonic emitter blaster thingy. I don't know. Translucent plastic, clear on the back, going silver to the front. And here you see the shape of his arm, and here you see the shape of the opening. So you put this over there, and then he has this on his hand, and he can like whoa, 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 whoa. So interesting. Not for me, but apparently that's the thing. So there you go. Next up, our Frenzy. Yes, I said it. The blue-purple one to me is Frenzy. Pile drivers, and they extend. It's a rough tolerance, very tight on both. Yeah, on both. But they look good. Blue base plastic and purple as the rest. And on the inside you have a pack. So 2 at those, and of course they go on little Frenzy's arms. So you angle that up on both sides. And then you have this little slot here. There's the mushroom also, but you take the upper slot, and that one goes in here. It's a little rough to be done, as the tolerance is also very tight, but overall it works. And then he has his pile drivers on. So that's a thing you can do. And now I'm going to transform him back. We'll talk about the hands, about the tape mode, and then I'm going to transform him again. So we talk about the robot mode of Frenzy. A lot of back and forth. These things, crazy though. What's crazy though? The size. I mean, look at this thing. This isn't even the base of my thumb, you know? So these are the batteries. The tapes. Why batteries? Stupid LED thing. Crazy small. And of course, when you open Soundwave up, you can put them in here. So I think this looks very cool. I like the inside look of this. So makes for a way more in unison looking kind of minion mode. And of course you have Frenzy here. Let's look at it first. Crazy details on the front here. And this is his cassette mode. Not too successful, but I mean, look at the size, you know? So transformation, head up, around, unpack the legs from the arms. These super small packs here. They are actually, there we go. They're actually on the inside here. So get around, down, and the legs down. Around, down, and finally the foot down. And as the final step, get this up on the slider and fold his little shoulder weapons out. And there you got his little robot motor, which is crazy. I think the size of this, yeah, just amazing. Let's see how far we can get in there. That looks good. So a lot of paint here. I believe purple paint on the body, arms and hip sections / upper thighs. Silver, gold, no, I'm not doing that, on the shins, and on the back it continues. Crazy. Of course some hollowness here, some mushroom pack stuff here, so but it works, you know. Got swivel on the head here, so you can have left and right and all that stuff, and you have an elbow bend. You have, of course, no swivel at the fist, but you can have a full split on the legs, front and back, like really the way. So that is crazy. And you also have a bend at the knee, which is super cool. Yeah, that's him. Also on the feet, transformation, of course, but I mean, it's there, you know. So next up, teeny tiny Ravage. teeny tiny cat Ravage. Beautiful. So tail out, get your fingers in there, head out, and just unfold the legs. Very easy. Very, very easy. I would say you get the legs out like so. That makes the most sense. Tail is a little bit weirdly bent, but otherwise, yeah. Head up, down on this extra hinge also. Double jointed due to transformation on the legs and a little bit outside on, seems like a butterfly, ball pack. Some crunch activity here on the actual body, so even some flex. And the legs, the hind legs here also on ball packs. Or it could actually be the tolerance of the mushroom pack. I don't quite know. And single jointed on the back here. Nothing on the paws, but it's cool. I think it's crazy. In that scale, just crazy. You know, rocket detail here. Gray paint, you know, is it gray paint? No, I think it's a base plastic. But this gray here is painted, looks good in unison with the rest. And red painted eyes. Nah. I think that's crazy. Does the mouth open? No. That would be really crazy. But yeah, that's Ravage. And finally Laserbeak, he's fun too. Get that one around, get these ones to the back and fold them outside. And then you bring this down and you fold this together and you got little Laserbeak. Of course he has not the little camera on the top of his head, but we got the wings, we got the detail due to the colors of the joints. So, and these two plates, I mean, there's no flipping and flopping of what you can have. These are a little flippy floppy, you know. But otherwise, these ones are important because you can take good old Soundwave and you can put Laserbeak on his arm. How cool is that? I think that's crazy cool. Anyway, you see this? I missed something. Talking, and then you're missing the instructions. Just a sheet, but it gives you everything you need. But I actually had a few problems with the flipping and flopping and the switching all the panels back and forth on the legs. So I used Bobby's Skullface review on that, and below here you see the little battery box thing. It's CR927 actually, so good I get back to that. This is also for Mr. No or Dr. No, which is the sound blaster, and essentially also for the Karate Kids. So yeah, otherwise this gives you everything you need. If you don't have problems with the legs, the instructions totally suffice. So let's get to Soundwave without all the shenanigans on the shoulder and the blaster and everything. He looks beautiful. We have an amazing head sculpt with blue paint, red paint on the eyes, and kind of grayish silver or silverish gray, one way or the other. Looks great though. Ball pack on the back, little hollow, but anyway it works. Yellow on the sides here and yellow on his little tape deck lid. That works nice. Painted also on the inside of the tape deck. Crazy. Looks very, very nice. Overall the paint. The upper body is painted, the arms are not, but the color matches nicely. Same silverish gray all the other way around on the arms with additional red here. And that's cool with the magnet. I don't know, I kind of like that. I'm weird with that. I think that looks cool. Just a little bit of a tech or engineering kind of detail, you know. Blue also on the lower body, abdominal portion, so to speak, and gray on the buttons. Same on the back here. We'll get into the back in a little bit. And gray on the legs, gray here, and the legs are a thing of beauty. I mean, look at this. Silver, yellow, yellow, silver, silver, little red dot for battery power, and gunmetal for the feet here. All painted, looking beautiful. Feet are die cast, at least the front portions here. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Looks so damn good. Excellent side view, not much of a backpack, little hollow here and here, but that's not too rough. I mean, this stuff's got to go somewhere, you know. I mean, it's small. And back view, you have a little bit of the joint stuff on the sides here, but it's still good. Also silver here on the vents, and down here also some gray. I think it's amazing. Really, really great. Head is on a ball pack, gets all the way up. Okay, down, little side to side. And yeah, you can do a lot with them. Arms go out that way, all the way. You can also cheat it this way. Bicep, swivel, double jointed elbow. Pretty much the full run, I say we give it to him. And swivel due to the ball packs and a little bit of a crunch to the back, so to speak. Also, this can unpack. You have a reverse butterfly. If you can make that work for photos, that's the thing. This is weird to be plugged in. It's a rough tolerance, but overall it works. Waist swivel, tight, but works. Ab crunch, rips the sculpt to shreds, but overall it still works. And for this angle, that's just fine. Single hip skirt, not nice, but you can make it work, like on the front and to the back, so that's okay. And if you get it out of the way, you get the full front split and full side split. Very, very nice. Little thigh swivel on the ball pack and an additional on the cut here on the mushroom pack. Single jointed knee, about 90 degrees, just slightly below, really slightly below. And the feet are limited. You have an insane rocker, transformation wise though, and no tilt or pivot on the toe or on the feet, also no swivel, nothing. So there's a little bit of limitation, you know, but anyway, he's still cool. And I mean, it's the size, you know, work with the size. That's what you gotta do. Anyway, before we get to transformation, size comparison, a few posing examples, and height and weight, of course. So as per height and weight, he comes down to 52 grams, and for height, to the top of his head, bang on 10.5 centimeters. So you saw the thumbnail. There's good fun in this guy. You can do some stuff for sure with these guys. But the answer, of course, also is how stable is he in any of those poses. And just to get you in that pose so that you can see he is actually with the ab crunch, when you get him walking and get the head up, he's actually very stable. That's super easy to get him into this pose. And running is also possible. It's a little bit more tricky, but it is possible. Especially if you got some extra weight like I do here on the back. You can use this transformation port to get this gun on the back here. So you can have him actually running. You just need to use that big plated super flat foot and also use the weight of his arm and then get him a little bit to the side. Just rotate him slightly. And then you can actually balance him on one leg to have him running. That's actually working. You only have to get the leg a little bit crooked to the back, but it is possible. So there are a lot of poses you can sure do with this guy. I don't know. Let's just try something not too. That's also a problem. That peg doesn't hold too well on my copy, but let's just see. You know, you get the repaint as Karate Kid. So let's just see if he can actually hold a high kick or something. A little bit more weight to the back with the arm. Just a little bit more centered. Yeah. A little bit higher. And you get the center of gravity a little bit better, and it works too. So just for shits and giggles, he gets a high kick. So that's nice. He's a good one. He's a really, really good one. A lot of fun and fully decked with the weapons. A lot of fun. But of course, here we got Monchichi. Roar. Kind of the King Kong to him, right? And here we got him really quick in my Iron Factory Legends display. And you know what? I think that would work. I mean, not that he would really fit in there, but he came over pretty classic in IDW. So I would say this would even fit, you know? I think that's nice. like very nice. So yeah, in Transformers lore, that's how he would fit. So let's get him transformed. Hands to the back and collapse the arms. Mind you, these little pins in here are not doing you any favors. Make it like I do. Don't cram it all in at once. Do one side, do the other side. Then slide it, and then again, 1 and 2. You heard that click? That's what's important. Same on the other side. Coming to the back, open up, get the head back in there, close. Then get your arms out of the way, split the legs, come to the front, unpack this portion, flip the skirt up, spread this portion, and rotate the full hip portion. This operates individually. Then bring the arms back down, unpack from the side, and bring to the back. These gotta slide in this little portion, like a cavity. It's a little rough, but it works. And they pack in with this pack in here pretty much automatically, so you have the back portion done. Split the legs, take his leg, and this is packed in here. See where this actually kind of budges? This is where you're right. Get this out, take the feet, bring it down, unfold that whole portion. Fold this little bit to the back, and you open up the rest of the leg. It's coming around and it forms this piece. Bring the foot down, unpack the foot here. This way it also opens up more like this. Bring it around, and this one also around, so you have this rectangular shape. Once you got this, you bring all of this in and you form this lock. Finally, you bring this plate out. This is where the leg was in. So you bring this out, and then you are left with this. See the shape here? You rotate the leg on the mushroom pack, so you have it like this. Finally, you flip it over here and make sure that you bring it in here, and this pack in here comes to the inside now of this. In. And you are doing everything that I just showed you also on the other side. Pack this in, pack it in here. And finally you have this button portion that you just bring down. And as there's one parts forming bit, you can then bring in his blasters. So there's one and there's two. So you clean that up, and then you got this little you know, instead of but looks super cool. I think that works tremendously well. Way better than Magic Square. In case you haven't seen that, you might check out Bobby Skullface review on that. He said that too. It's just, excuse me, is a little bit more opened up, and this one just looks coherent from all sides. Really closed down. Really, really cool. The paint applications come through nicely. Record on here, or right and left on here. Even some sliders on here for, I don't know, the radio channel and for the volume. They're not operational, but they're just sculpted here. Some pride and joy in your product, you know. And we got the stripe going down all around here with a little hip portion that you put down here. So that's nice. The buttons here, and of course also the tape still opens up. And yeah, man, I think it works really, really good, and it just works, you know. Here with the battery button. So yeah, man, it's crazy. It's really crazy. It works extremely well if you check it like this. I mean, this is, well, I'm looking at the what was it? MP13 Soundwave. This is just him shrunken down. Immensely cool. Cannot tell you anything else. Like I said, a little weird on some articulation choices and also on some stuff for the transformation, but overall, man, it's just really good. Newage just killed it, you know. So final thoughts. And there we had him. Age Toys, very good still. Age 21 Scaramanga. Question though is, he's very good, but how good? I think that's a fair point. You know, it's a 2021 edition. New background for that one too, so I believe my channel overhaul is now fully complete. Yeah, I believe so. Hit up down in the comments. I want to see or also read what you think about that. I think that turned out quite nicely. I'm pretty happy with that. So anyway, for the rating of Soundwave, he comes down to the following, just very short because you heard all my comments, gripes, whatsoever. Great materials, great paint. Playability is high, but it's a little bit, you know, yeah, there are few notches that are coming off that score just because I don't like these, I don't know, these foot flipping here, flipping there, inside here, and another one around here, and you got this panel flip this around and that you forget, and I don't know, you know. Also, paint gets just a slight nudge because of the little tip of the blaster. So that is one thing. You never know where this might happen elsewhere. So that's another thing. Alternate mode, of course, the tape deck. Let me explain it. The tape deck is excellent. The thing is, and that is of course true, the tapes are small, and it's hard to be doing that in actual tape form. But since Newage Toys is this good with engineering, I thought that, like, to myself, it could have been able to be done a little better, maybe. Just maybe? I don't know. Overall, still a great program. Accessory-wise, very small, but at the same time, the amount is huge. So, huge package. It's weird. What I don't like is this battery box. I think that was a bad call. Like, I fiddled around a lot to put the batteries in, and it didn't even work in the end. I don't know if the battery was empty, but anyway, putting this in, turning it on, putting it back in, exchanging the batteries, it's not worth it. I think it's not worth it, and that's actually wasted potential, wasted effort, wasted materials. Might as well have given you Buzzer, or maybe Frenzy, Rumble, whoever that may be to you. Or Ratbat, you know, or another set of hands. Some real fists and these holding ones. Anything, but not this battery box. It's just finicky and you can lose parts. That's just weird. Did I miss anything? I don't think so. So packaging is good, retro style, nicely. So of course they come for a lot of money. You know, I mean, I paid $80 for this on TF Robots. The shop is great, the quality is great. It's all great on this guy, but he comes at a steep price point. That's just the way it is, you know. Otherwise, with all else, tolerances, materials, and how everything works. I mean, what I said with the flipping around of the panels here at the leg, that's me. I have a problem in my head about that. I don't know why. My mind is just going, it's all knotted up, you know. So I'm weird about that. Maybe it's my problem. So overall, this guy is very good, and I highly recommend him. It's very, very good. And if you want a masterpiece Legend scale Soundwave that's looking good from all sides, put it in the cart and hit checkout. That's all I can say to you. But you know who's back? But she was not pleased. Lily Cat, what do you think of that little dude? No? I knew it. I don't know what the matter was with her. Maybe because he's so, I don't know, bulky, blocky, whatever. She didn't like it. But anyway, we sure did, right? So with this, I hope you have a great weekend. I leave you now to it. Don't party too hard. I hope you didn't work too hard the week and you have a great time. Sunday. Right. On Sunday, I got a little surprise for you. Some people will think, what the hell? It will all be explained. Preview picks on Saturday, as always. All right, guys? So like I said, have a great weekend. Be good. Be well. Later.